everyone, and welcome back to my channel, where I talk about retro pop culture and other nonsense. And sometimes make vlogs when a script isn't ready, apparently. Don't you love how my background is getting progressively more insane? Like, you can see my collection here growing with each upload, and I feel like eventually it's gonna become so big that it's just gonna, like, displace me and kick me off of my own channel. And honestly, I'd be okay with that, because I've got some pretty cute stuff. Now, this is a big, special, important vlog for this channel because this is the vlog where I talk about going to see and meet the patron saint of this channel, Weird Al Yankovic. And I know that I promised this video a long time ago. The concert was over a month ago now. I know this took me a really long time to make, and I'm so sorry, but I have valid reasons. I had my big yearly convention in another state like 2 weeks after the concert, so I had to finish my presentations and my cosplays and do all that. Then I had to recover from the convention. Then I had several events immediately afterwards, so I was just swamped, for one thing. I was way too busy and just did not have time. There are two other reasons that this took so long to make, though, and I want to touch on those before I get into everything because they're important to know in context for this video. So first, this concert was a big deal. Personally, like a really big deal, a bucket list event of the highest order. And something about putting my emotions about it into a YouTube video and publishing it so soon after that concert felt almost exploitative of myself, if that makes any sense. Like, I wanted to give it some time to sit with it and keep it for myself before putting it out there as entertainment. So I kind of put it off for a bit on purpose. And the other reason, and the most important one, and the one that is the hardest to explain, is that I had to decide how much to say and how much I wanted to tell. If you're here watching this, and you probably know I didn't just go to the concert, I got to meet Al. Like, that's probably the reason you're watching this. Like, oh my god, Abby met Weird Al Yankovic, I have to know how this went. Well, one of the reasons this took so long, and probably the biggest reason, is that when I sat down to write out, like, the outline or the pseudo script or whatever you want to call it, I had a lot of trouble figuring out what to write. I sat down and started to write it out and realized that I had no idea what I wanted to say. I had anticipated this being a big thing, like a really big emotional thing, but I didn't anticipate it being as big as it was. It was very unexpected and very special, and I had a hard time deciding how to talk about it or if I even wanted to. And this is where I'm going to disappoint you just a little bit. I'm not going to be giving all the details of actually meeting Al. When we get to that, it's kind of just going to be a bare bones retelling. When I said I was going to do a full vlog of this experience, I had no idea how it was actually going to go. Things like this are usually get in, say a few words, get something signed, get out. You know, like it's usually 30, 45 seconds at the most. And that's what I was anticipating, and that's not what happened. And it really turned into something very unexpected and very personal. It's an incredibly important memory for me that I don't want to trivialize or cheapen by putting it up on YouTube for strangers to pass validation on. It was something that was just a little bit too personal and too intimate, and I want to keep that for myself. And obviously I'm going to tell you, like, the gist of what happened, but this is not going to be the super cool, excited, emotional retelling you were probably expecting, because this meeting was not what I was expecting. And I really don't want to trivialize that. Like, for myself, I don't want to trivialize that. But I will be talking about it, so don't be too disappointed. But to make up for that is something pretty cool, or I think it's pretty cool. I had the incredibly intelligent foresight to actually record little bits of video throughout the whole day. So for this vlog, you are getting a literal live vlog of my concert experience. I'll be jumping in here and there between the video segments to add extra commentary, but a lot of this is just going to be like in the moment video, which I think is pretty cool. You are going to get a good amount of concert footage, courtesy of my sister, who was on B-roll duty, but be aware that most of it does include me screaming lyrics off-key. So I apologize for that. So without further ado, here is my Weird Al concert vlog. I hope you all enjoy it. Okay, it is Saturday, August 2nd, 2025. It's here. I got no sleep at all last night. which, I mean, I don't usually get a whole lot of sleep, but I got an especially small amount of sleep last night, which should tell you something about my mental state right now. Um, so yeah, I have about, what, 10 hours until the concert, so gonna find something to do with myself until then. I should probably feed Sev. I think that's what I'm gonna do first. Yeah, so here we go. So Severus actually sleeps downstairs in the office because he has a nasty habit of screaming his head off every morning at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So every morning I have to go downstairs and fetch his fat ass and bring him back upstairs. There he goes. Hi, baby. Do you want breakfast? You do? Are you sure? Are you absolutely positive? Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the most abused, neglected cat in the entire world. Yeah, I know. Do you want this? Okay. No, I have to put it in the bowl. Oh my god. Sev, oh my god, dude. Come on. Look at him. He's never seen food in his life. He just hasn't. Like, he barely knows what to do with it because he's never seen it before. That is crazy. Crazy business. He also has to be shut in the bathroom after he's eaten because otherwise he will run around the room and throw up. So, bye, Sev. Okay, it is 3 o'clock. I think we're leaving in about an hour because I have to get there at 5:30 and there's a lot of traffic between where I am and where we're going. So I have been spending the day washing my hair, playing with makeup. I really like this makeup. I don't know how well it's going to show up on video, but I pretty much never wear makeup. Like, this is very novel for me. Unless I'm doing drag or cosplay, I never wear makeup. But this is peak 80s right here. And I think I'm very proud of my eyes. I think this looks good. This is very snazzy. While I was getting dressed, I discovered something really fantastic. Harvey the Wonder Hamster fits in my pocket. I don't know if I'm actually going to take him or not, but it's just good to know that he fits in my pocket. You never know. I might take Harvey with me. Because look at how cute he looks, just tucked in my pocket there. He's so cute. Harvey did not end up going with me. I left him at home because I was afraid I would lose him or damage him, and I really don't want to pay another $30 to make another Wonder Hamster prop. So Harvey had to miss out, unfortunately. I use him as a cosplay prop, and he actually, like, sits on my shoulder. So I will drag him to conventions all day long, but a concert is just a little bit too far. Like, I was very concerned that I would lose him. So Harvey had to stay home, which is probably for the best because his cape is already pretty damaged and needs to be remade. I feel like I need to show y'all my bracelets. So I have a lot of convention friends, and you know how friendship bracelets have just blown up recently. So it's like every time I meet up with one of my convention friends, they have a bracelet for me because we love to trade bracelets. And recently people have started making me Weird Al bracelets. So one of my friends made me, man, it's going to be hard to film. I'll buy your tchotchkes. Which, what I love about this bracelet is that she delivered it to me at Fan Expo, and when she delivered it to me, I was literally waiting on a Facebook Marketplace message for a vintage lamp. So it fits me very well. And then the other one I've got is We Got It All on UHF. If I can flip my arm that far around. See, I'm holding my phone in one hand and trying to show bracelets with the other. So yeah, UHF bracelet, also from a Fan Expo friend. Thank you, David. And this one, the weird one I made this morning, I remembered that I had this little spatula charm that had come in like a pack of charms that I use for bracelets that I have listed on Etsy. And I've been wanting to do something with it and figured now was the perfect time. So I have on my ridiculous Weird Al bracelets. All right, jacket has been added. I have my hat. We are absolutely dripped out. Met Gala has nothing on this. I rolled up my sleeves and tried to tuck them because I did not sit for 5 hours in a tattoo chair for this, for people just not to see it. Before we go further, I am going to show off the battle vest that I made for the concert, which is now one of the best slash worst things I own and my signature item of clothing. So I don't know how well I can show it here. No, I can show it pretty well. Okay, so every patch on this vest is a reference to something in the Owlverse. My personal favorites are the Albuquerque. I had to go to, it was some like Albuquerque tourism website to order this patch. So I'm a big fan of the Albuquerque patch. I also really love this Yoda. I think that's a, oh, I can't see what I'm filming very well. There we go. I love this Yoda. I think this is a pretty good Yoda. And the other one that I really love, it's, oh, I need to sew it back down. It's not staying on very well, is Cheese Sandwich's Cutie Mark. I think I may actually take this one off and move it to the shirt that I wear when I cosplay Cheese Sandwich. Because I think he needs his cutie mark on his shirt, but it's on the jacket for now, and it's a great little patch. And then we've got song lyrics just written all over the damn thing. Let me find my favorite little bits here. I'm gonna try and hold this up to the camera. Let's see, I think if I put my hand underneath it, you can kind of see it. Okay. Something about, sell me your watch, please, just makes me laugh. I think it's just the way that I wrote it. What else do I have on here? I heart my pancreas. I've got Party Like It's $16.99 over here next to Pinkie Pie. I'm just gonna hold this up to the camera as best I can so you can see just how hard I went on this jacket. I spent at least 2 hours just doodling on the damn thing. We've got a good amount of lyrics all up and down this side. I have a Jurassic Park pin. These accordion punk pins I'm gonna show off here in a second, like the way they deserve, because they're really funny. But here are... trying to show as many of the song lyrics as I can get to. Oh, here's my, see, I probably should have planned this out better before I just grabbed the vest and started shoving it up to the camera, because I don't know what I'm doing. Here's my spatula, because nothing says I love you like a spatula. And I don't know if you could see it when I showed the patch earlier, so I'm showing it again. My Albuquerque patch says where the towels are oh so fluffy. Because this is a punk style jacket, I've also included Parody is Punk. I don't have very many of them, but these little tiny owl pins, these were made by one of my oldest and dearest friends, who his stuff is linked in the description below. He is great and I love him very much. Thank you, Shorty. Now these accordion punk buttons that I'm about to show they're my favorite thing. They are so funny. I'm so happy that I found them. My personal favorites include This Machine Fights Sexism, Instrument of Peace, Accordions Against Ableism, and my absolute favorites of the bunch, This Machine Irritates Fascists, and Pro Accordion and I Vote. This artist is also linked below. Their stuff is really fun. They also made my little, God, this thing is so hard to show on camera. They made my little flaming accordion, you see it? Yeah. My little flaming accordion enamel pin here. I know I showed my Wheel of Fish pin in my UHF video, but I'm showing it again because it actually spins, and Al's handler got a kick out of it. Like, he was just standing there spinning my little pin while they were waiting for the camera guy to set up. Because we love recycling and reusing on this channel, the Hawaiian shirt fabric on here is actually made from a real Hawaiian shirt that I thrifted and destroyed and sewed to it as, I have it as a lining on the collar, and then I've got it on the back as well. And see, this thing is really hard to show off. I should have just put it on and showed it off that way. Oh well. And here's the back. And I actually had enough fabric left over because the shirt was like a 4XL. For some other projects that I'm doing in the future, which is really fun. Something else I love about this vest. So I had the brilliant idea to put Al's signature on the back of it. And I've gotten several people say to me, "Oh my God, he signed the back of your jacket? That's so cool." I have to, very sadly say, no, that's not actually his signature. I'm just really good at forgery, apparently. I do own his signature, twice actually. This baby back here is signed, and obviously my tour poster is signed, but no, this is not actually Al's signature. It just looks really good. So anyway, there is my, my Weird Al battle vest. I am incredibly proud of it. I wear it all the time. I love this vest. I want to add some more stuff to it, but I think it's really, really cool. And yeah, I love this vest. I get so many comments about it. People at the concert loved it. It currently lives on the back of my chair. There we go. Okay, all better. Now we can continue. I dragged my sister to this concert with me. She was a very good sport about it, and she got some great concert footage. Here she is borrowing one of my Hawaiian shirts and my old Puddles tee from when I saw Puddles in concert for my birthday many years ago. I'm a Puddles fan from way back, so I was excited to introduce someone new to the masterpiece that is Puddles Pity Party. More on that later. So quick shout out to the security staff at this venue, and honestly all security staff. They have such a hard job. I had a VIP pass, which meant I could go into the venue early to jump into like the early access merch line, but my sister did not. But it was really, really hot outside because this is Texas and it was summer, so of course it was, and Katie was really worried about getting separated. So they actually let her go in early with me so that we wouldn't get separated, which was really nice of them and we really appreciated it. One of the strangest things that happened that day was I got recognized twice. One guy in line asked me if I was the person that made the video about the Weird Al show, that was really surreal. And then this lovely human being you're about to meet named Sammy asked if I was the guy on TikTok and Instagram that does all of the Weird Al cosplay. So that was a wild moment. Sammy had made a gorgeous custom Straight Outta Linwood jacket, and I may have to commission them for one at some point. Okay, we made it to the concert, and shocker, absolute shocker, I made a friend. Oh. This is my friend, and I didn't get my friend's name. Sammy. This is Sammy. I made a friend. And Katie, y'all remember Katie? Is Katie in the shot? Katie. There's Katie. Yeah, Katie. You know Katie. So, yeah, we made it. I am a little bit less nervous now that I'm here. It's hot. It's really terrible. It's really hot. But they let Katie in with me because it was so hot outside, which is nice. We are standing in the merch line. There's way too much merch that I want to buy, and I'm telling myself I can just buy whatever I want because I'm not spending a whole lot of money at the big convention that I go to every year this year. So yeah, that's where we are now. What else was I gonna say?
I want a cup.
I don't know.
I lied.
I know. I want the cups. See, I'm just gonna buy everything that I want, and I'll show it to y'all when I get it, obviously. Yeah, okay, we're moving on up, so I'll check back in like 10 minutes. Okay, I did in fact end up buying all the merch I wanted. There was one Hawaiian shirt I think I missed out on because they were sold out like the second the line opened, but I'm sure I'll track it down eventually. Here's all the nonsense I ended up buying though. This shirt, which is the greatest concert shirt I own. It's so 80s, it goes with everything I own, and I love that for me. Feels like it was designed especially for me. Like, look at these sleeves, look at this, look at this. It's just, I love this shirt. Now these cups that I'm gonna show you were just an amazing deal. I keep them kind of over here because I don't have a great way to display them yet. So it was $20 for all 4 of these. And they have album artwork on them. They are just, let me make sure you could actually see them. They are great quality. They're just beautiful. So we have Dare to Be Stupid, Straight Outta Linwood, Bad Hair Day, and of course, Mandatory Fun. They're great quality. They're really pretty. Like, the print is very vibrant. I need to find something creative to actually do with them. I think I might put like, I don't know, fake flowers or something in them. Kind of like what I did with my Terrifying Owl head mug. I also grabbed this very sexy tote bag over here, which is now, it hangs on the wall behind me. Let me see if I actually want to unhook it. There we go. This tote bag cracks me up. This is one of those pictures of Al that I'm never sure why exactly they took it and decided to just put it on everything. Like, you can get a shirt with this picture that I do not own, but I have the tote bag. And now I have to figure out how to hang it back up on the hook that I installed that is hidden and I can't see it. He also guards my VIP badge. I also got this really nice metal tumbler, which I was smart enough to fill up at the venue because I'm not paying $5 for a bottle of water. I just found a water fountain and filled it up, and there you go. water. I am crazy about these quote unquote trading cards, so I'm gonna try and take some of them out and show them to you. Real ones will recognize that the art is from, oh god, you can't see anything over my hands. There we go. Ah! They're so slippery. Okay, as I was saying, real ones will recognize that, see, this is upside down. The art is from the Illustrated Owl, which if you don't have a copy of the Illustrated Owl, you are missing out. And each one of these has song lyrics on the back. There we go. This is really hard to show stuff on camera. I've never really done this before. I love these. These are so goofy. I wanted to do something clever with them, but I couldn't think of anything. And I am a collector, if nothing else, so I kept them in the box, and the box has just been sitting over here because the box is really pretty. I feel like I dropped one other card, and Severus loves to eat paper, so if I don't find it, we may have a casualty on our hands. Okay, well, we'll just have to hope. And my pride and joy is this little, I needed to focus, there we go. Is this little accordion pin right here. So I love enamel pins. I have a massive enamel pin collection, and all of my friends know that I love enamel pins. So one of my friends went to the Las Vegas show, when the tour first kicked off, and she tried so hard to get me this little pin, and they were all sold out, and she was so sad. But I managed to get one for myself, which makes me really happy because I would be devastated if I didn't get this pin. Like, this pin was the main piece of merch that I really wanted to get. So that's everything I got. If there are leftovers of the rest of the tour merch after everything wraps, I'll probably pick the rest of the stuff up that I didn't get. Like, I know there was a keychain, and then there was like a shirt or two that I wanted, and I just forgot. Quite frankly, I had such a list for the poor person who took my order at that merch stand that I just ended up leaving things off the list because I had, it was so long I just forgot, which was probably for the best. I want to give the biggest shout out to Owl's merch team, and also the merch teams for The Cure and Electric Six. These are the only concerts I've ever been to where the merch was actually a fair price and wasn't marked up to an insane degree. I saw Tears for Fears for either my 16th or my 18th birthday. It doesn't really matter. But I got one shirt at that concert, and that shirt set me back $50. And it wasn't even like a ringer shirt or anything fancy. It was just a Gildan shirt. I know exactly how much it costs to print and ship those shirts. You know, I make those shirts. I know how much it costs, which is my way of plugging my Etsy store in this video. But I know how much material costs actually are versus how much people claim they are. And I'm very impressed by artist teams that keep the merch at fair and affordable prices for the fans. I think I spent a little over $100 on everything at that concert, which I got a lot of stuff. I just showed you, I got a lot of stuff. But yeah, the merch team for Owl and for Electric Six, I always get merch at Electric Six concerts because it's actually affordable. And The Cure, what all did I get? I got a trading card, a poster, and a shirt at The Cure, and I think it was like $50 for everything. So anyway, that's something I really appreciate, and all other artist teams should take notes. So we hung out around the venue for a while until it was time to go to our seats.
Say cheese sandwich!
Cheese sandwich! Let's go! I have never been so excited to walk down this many stairs, y'all. Okay, here we go. And let me tell you, just getting to our seats was an emotional experience because we were so damn close. We were like 6th or 7th row. With the exception of Electric Six, where I am always like right there touching the stage, and then I'm deaf for hours afterward. Probably shouldn't do that, but with the exception of Electric Six, I have never been that close before. And this was the concert to be that close. My God. So just getting in that seat was an adrenaline rush. Okay, I'm about to show a bunch of disjointed and weirdly cut concert footage of my man Puddles' Pity Party. I have been a fan of Puddles for many, many years, so when they announced he was Al's opener, I was over the moon because I would have paid this amount just to see him. Katie had no idea how cool it was that she was wearing like an old Puddles shirt. Like she was wearing vintage Puddles merch. OG Puddles merch from when he first started touring. It was her first time witnessing his act, so honestly the highlight for me was watching my sister's reaction to Puddles. Also cool, the guys we were sitting next to, who were super nice, one of them actually used to work with Mike. And he told us like all of his backstage Puddles Pity Party stories, which that was really fun. I always meet the coolest people at concerts. One of my favorite Puddles bits is his ode to Kevin Costner. I was thrilled when he came through and performed that bit because I'm obsessed with it. Like I was telling Katie for a week leading up to the concert, you have to, you have to be sat down for the Kevin Costner bit. And then he actually did it and I was so happy. All right, I don't know how well y'all can hear me because it's loud in here and I just screamed myself hoarse for Puddles. So Puddles just went on. He is fantastic. If you haven't seen the stuff, if you haven't like seen Puddles Pity Party yet, you absolutely need to. I discovered him back when he was doing Postmodern Jukebox, and I saw him for my birthday many years ago. I don't remember what birthday it was. So I was really excited to introduce him to Katie. So that just happened. We're still a little bit delirious and ascended from seeing Puddles. So Katie ran to get me water, and one of my friends from Fan Expo actually dropped by and brought me this. During the intermission, my friend David stopped by our seats to say hi. I met David through the charity cosplay group that I'm involved with. He is super sweet, very, very talented. He makes some amazing props and costumes. I have it hanging behind me, and I'm not sure that I want to unclip it because it took me forever to get it up there. But he made me this amazing word crimes piece that I will definitely be using in a future cosplay. Actually, you know what? I think David's work deserves to be seen, so I will go ahead and take it down. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this great? This is just one of like the silliest, most fun things in my collection. I love this. I think I might use this I really want to do a white and nerdy cosplay, maybe an All About the Pentiums. I don't know. I do know that I want to use this for any of like my rap Al cosplays that I'm planning on doing in the future. But it's just great. I love it. And it looks really good up here as part of my backdrop. David's info is also linked below. He makes some amazing stuff. He does Back to the Future cosplay, kind of the same way that I do Al cosplay. He's really into it. He's very talented. Hi, David. You're great. I have so many cool friends, y'all. I really do. And then it was time for Al. I'm just gonna throw a whole bunch of chaotic, oddly cut footage right here. I apologize for the screaming and crying and off-key singing. Please enjoy with limited to no commentary because he doesn't need any. Have some Al.
Just informed right before the show by the management of this venue that apparently we are contractually obligated to begin tonight's performance with a brief PowerPoint presentation.
Yes!
We must all efficiently operationalize our strategies, invest in world-class technology, and leverage our core competencies in order to holistically administrate exceptional synergy. Your charge keys sell me. Your watch, please. I'll buy.
Bring it, baby.
I'm high as charge keys
Where did he go?
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. 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 Roll with the gangsters. So far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. White and nerdy. White and nerdy. Just too white and nerdy. First time I'm MIG. I'm a champion D&D. That's my favorite MC. I'll just an over 18. To the contrary, you'll find that they're quite stationary. All of my action figures are cherry. Stephen Hawking's in my library. My space base all totally pinned out. Got people paying for my top 8 spaces. Buying 1,000 places. But I still wear braces. All the sandwiches being made. Lose the minds of me like a play for days. See what we move, you're gonna stay amazed. Moving so fast, I'm playing away. The killer at my heaven run. Passed out real number 1. First you can't judge just for fun. But I got a soldering gun. Happy days, my favorite feat. Throw kick your butt in the game of ping pong. They say it's really a quiz you bring on. Ooh, chopper rolls cling on. Road on my Segway. I know in my heart they think I'm white and nerdy. Mr. White and nerdy. Mr. White and nerdy. See ya. White and nerdy. White and nerdy. I'd like to roll with the gangsters. Although it's apparent I'm too white and nerdy. Mr. White and nerdy. Mr. White and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. How to get so white and nerdy? I've been browsing and expecting XP comics, you know, I collect them. Next to my pocket, I must protect them. My ears gonna have a keyboard, never need keyboard. Because it's my media, I had Wikipedia. Browsing really well. I'm deciding right now, have your art with the LOL. Go to your website, WordPress, Pro Tools, they call. I do HTML for them all. Even made a homepage for my dog. I got some funny pack. They were having a sale down at the gap. So they roll more bubble wrap. Pop, pop, oh, no one sees me. Get freaky. I'm dirty and the extreme and wireless sour cream. I was in a beat club and glee club and even the jazz team. We went and I never thought it was hard. Well, do I like her or do I like the card? Spend a weekend at the Renaissance Fair. Got my name on my underwear. They see me strolling. They laughing. And rolling their eyes cause I'm so white and nerdy. Cause I'm white and nerdy. Cause I'm white and nerdy. Cause I'm white and nerdy. Holy cow, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, pork. Well done. Hey, eat. Hey, eat. Hey, eat. Tahuayla, tahuayla, hey, huayla, pilikulula, kututulu, istoila, hanuli, peas, malay. Everybody, tahuayla, tahuayla, hey, huayla, pilikulula, kututulu, istoila, hanuli, peas, malay. Ah, wait, tahula, ah, wait, tahula, ziggy, 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 bing, 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 la la la, nice lady. Quick, quick, oh, yeah, more, get you need to put it to quick, lay on the hoe. Crazy girl, be it and woozy, no, woozy. Oh, 1 to 1, catch it in your most 17 cools on a hump of a cow. Cryptos creak and the tombstones quake. Spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy hunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Pretty ghosts come out to socialize. Fairy shaka, dormy shaka, dormy shaka, suddenly done. Crap a plot of it to take and then make us so Friday. He's so Friday, but not retiring and then make you crap a plot of Ooga chaka, ooga, boom, boom, acca like a boom, 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 acca like a boom, boom. Cribbity, now, cribbity, ask me how. Cribbity, humble pie, cribbity, boing, gang, bong, ching. Cribbity, ping, pong. Eat, boom, eat, choo, eat, boom, eat, choo, eat, boom, eat, choo, eat, boom, eat, choo, eat, boom, eat, choo. Go! If you were someone here tonight, I want you to stand up. Give your someone sing real. So come on, let's get real. We are gonna rock all ourselves. So come on, let's get real. Cell phones.
So, after nearly 2 hours of brilliant chaos, it was time for the most nerve-wracking hour and a half of my entire life. Okay, all right, we're done. I don't actually know what I'm gonna say for this part here. Now we go to the big part of the evening. Butterflies doesn't begin to describe it. I will be back shortly. See y'all on the other side. But before I headed to the VIP waiting area, the guy we were sitting next to had just the sweetest thing to share with me. As he was leaving past us, he kind of pulled me aside and said, "I've been to a lot of concerts, but I've never enjoyed sitting next to someone at a concert more. He said, watching you enjoy that show was the highlight of my evening, and you were half the show, and watching you be that happy made this old man very happy. So thank you for that. And that was so sweet. I almost started crying, and that really gave me the kick I needed to go through the rest of the evening. Because I had been losing my mind at this concert. I mean, I lose my mind at every concert, because if you're not going to lose your mind at a concert, why go? Like, what's the point? But some of the people around us, and especially like the people who were directly in front of us, were just dead. I mean, they just sat there stone-faced the whole time. And here I am behind them, just screaming my head off and full on sobbing over Yoda. Like, I was ugly crying during Yoda. It was not pretty. Like, the guys behind me, they were losing their minds. They were great. I love those guys. But anyway, I felt kind of strange at first, because of like how excited and how into this concert I was. So to know that my obnoxious enjoyment of a Weird Al concert actually made someone that happy was very sweet, very uplifting, and I'm very grateful to the people who we sat next to for sharing that with us, because that was really sweet. So with that bit of encouragement, I said goodbye to my sister and went to sit and wait. So another couple of shout outs to a few people here. First, shout out to David, who graciously and patiently waited with my sister until well after midnight so that I could take as much time as I needed and she wouldn't have to wait alone. I know he's probably watching this video, so David, once again, thank you. Knowing that Katie wasn't all by herself in the dark at this venue, pacing back and forth alone, really helped me not to feel so rushed, knowing that she was safe and taken care of and that everything was okay with her. So thank you very, very much for that. We both really appreciate it. And shout out to the amazing crew at this venue. This was one of the best run meet and greet events I have ever seen. Yes, people were waiting for well over an hour. Yes, it took all night. But you know what? Everyone was in a good mood. It was very laid back. Nobody felt rushed. The security team was very friendly and very helpful. And an extra big thank you to the security guy that helped me get in the very back of the line. I was determined to be the last person in line. And the way they had this set up, they were like taking people back in groups. And so you could just kind of jump into whatever group you wanted to. Like, we weren't numbered. There wasn't really like a system. Which honestly worked out great, because then, the people who had more time to wait, they could wait. But the people who wanted to go sooner, all they had to do was just jump into one of those earlier groups. And people were very polite. They were very gracious. It was a very good atmosphere. So I picked the tiny group of stragglers at like the very back of this group of people. And I really held out for that last group. And when they started taking us back, very last group, I said to the security guy who was kind of herding us, I was like, hey, I really want to be like the very last person to go. Is there any way that you could help me make that happen? And he said, I got you. And when he saw that like the line was forming, he kind of herded me to the very back of the line. And I was over the moon because I was so determined to be the last person in line, and I got it. So shout out to that security guy. He was a real one. Okay. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't know how much I'll actually be sharing, because this was very unexpected in the best possible way, but also in a way that was, to be completely honest, very life-changing. And something like that doesn't feel like it should be content. Telling everything that happened feels like it would be taking this big, incredible thing that happened and cheapening it, just to have some kind of big emotional story to tell. And that's not what I want that meeting to be. I don't want that memory to be some big emotional story that I pull out to impress people. I don't want it to be that. I want it to be more than that. So here's what I will share. Number one, Al loved the tattoo. As I was going in the room, his handler saw my arm and he goes, "Oh my God, you have to show Al that. He'll get a kick out of it." So I did, and he takes one look at my arm and he goes, "Is that Mellow When I'm Dead? No one remembers that song." And then he says, "Can I take a picture of your arm?" So I guess he just has a picture of my arm now. My tattoo artist was thrilled. I can tell you that much. Oh, yeah, for those of y'all who haven't seen it, this is a tattoo. I think I might have showed it in one of my other vlogs, but it was like right after it had happened. It was like the picture that my artist had taken, so it wasn't all healed. Can I get closer to the camera? Yeah, and it's much more vibrant in person. You know, cameras, they wash everything out. I need to get this touched up a little bit, but isn't that beautiful? Yeah, I really love this tattoo. I'm actually planning on adding on to it. When I go in to get my touch-up done, I think I'm gonna have his signature put along the bottom. Anyway, back to the story. Number two, I have this little microfiber glasses cloth that I just love. It's from a company called Jinkies. These are the only cloths I have ever found that actually get my glasses clean. I swear by these. I am not sponsored by Jinkies, okay? I'm not sponsored. But if I ever get a brand sponsorship, I want it to be them. Jinkies, please sponsor me. I genuinely love your stuff. I don't care about cereal or VPNs or gacha game pools, but I do care about my eyeglasses. But anyway, my go-to Jinkies, my very favorite one, is this little Hawaiian shirt. And I think everyone who wears glasses, even occasionally, should have one of these. So I got Al the same little Hawaiian shirt. And when I gave him this little cloth and I was explaining to him what it was, he just lit up. Like, he loved that stupid little cloth. He started to unfold it and he was like, oh, is that a little Hawaiian shirt? Is this for me? Oh my God, that's so sweet. And I was just, it was so cute. He absolutely loved this stupid little glasses cloth. I'm so happy that I had like that spark of inspiration to give that to him. I was going to like draw him something because I usually draw people something. But I don't know. I really felt like he needed a little Hawaiian shirt to clean his occasional glasses with. So yeah, he has the same one I have. I had also written him a letter. We talked for a few minutes. What I do feel comfortable sharing is that while we were talking, just out of nowhere, he just gives me the biggest hug. And I don't think I'll ever quite reach that level again in my life. There were a lot of happy, grateful tears on both sides. There were a lot of thank yous on both sides. It was very emotional. Like I said before, this was an experience that I anticipated sharing more of with people, and I'm sorry that I can't give you that. I think my subscribers know that I really value authenticity and honesty. But this time I need to keep the authentic, honest version for myself. That connection and that interaction is not something I need validated by strangers. And to put it out there as content, just to have like this big story to tell, it feels wrong. So I'm just going to share that it was very, very special. And I feel like a different person after that. I really do. I like to end these with some sort of positive thought or encouragement. And I'm going to wrap this one up by saying, if someone's art means something to you, if someone's art has connected with you, if someone has changed you in some way, tell them. Tell people how much they mean to you, even if you think they hear it all the time. Don't forget that everyone needs to be told that they matter. Everyone needs to be reminded sometimes that they don't exist for others, that their thoughts and their emotions and their well-being matter too. And you don't always know who needs to hear that the most. I think a lot of the time we just assume that if someone looks like they have it all together and everyone loves them and they have everything, then that's all there is to it. You never know who might need to hear just that little bit of authentic encouragement. No one is ever alone, and there is always someone out there who is going through the same things you are and who really understands you more than you might think. We all need to be seen by people who understand us for the deepest parts of ourselves. So there you go. I met Weird Al, and I will probably never really be over it. I am currently hard at work compiling my notes for my most recent project into something resembling a cohesive script. I'm really excited for my John Hughes video, and once again, I apologize for my ridiculous upload schedule. It's tough out here, y'all. I do everything myself. I do all of the research and all of the writing and editing and everything, and it takes a long time. I really do apologize for how long it takes. I'm doing my best. It's tough. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience, for your encouragement. Thank you for being as excited for me to have this experience as I was, if not more so. Like, it's been so validating and touching to see how many people were this excited for me to get to do this. I still believe that the good vibes y'all sent me that day were what got me those passes. They are what got me to the back of that line, and I thank you for it. I really do. Thank you again. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, before I go, I have to thank my top tier Patreon subscribers. Because guess what YouTuber has a Patreon now? Because you can't be a YouTuber without a Patreon. So I actually wrote out like the outline for this video before I started a Patreon. So I don't have like a clever little Patreon ad read or promotion or whatever you want to call it. I don't actually have one for this video. So instead I'm just saying, hi, I have a Patreon. It starts at $5 a month. You can see behind the scenes footage, sneak peeks at like future videos and stuff. See, I didn't write down a promotion for my Patreon. I probably should have done that before I started recording this video. But $5 a month gets you into my Patreon, and for $10 a month you can join the Severus fan club, where you will get exclusive pictures of Severus, and you will also receive a shout out in each of my videos. So thank you very much to the first two members of the Severus fan club, Lori R and Celia B. And because this is the first video where I actually talk about having a Patreon, I'm also going to be very nice and give a direct shout out to my other Patreon members. So shout out to the 3 members of the close personal friends of Abby E Club: Harrison 2, Anne, and my sister, Katie. Yeah, my sister gives me $5 a month. If my sister is giving me $5 a month, you should definitely be giving me $5 a month. That sounded really bad. I mean, like, you don't have to give me $5 a month, but I would be very appreciative. It would help me be able to make videos, cool videos, not just vlogs like this. And it helps to keep Severus fed and off my back. So thank you very much to my Patreon members, those who got in on the ground floor. If you would like to join my Patreon, there will be a link in the description. Yeah, once again, thank you very much to everyone for everything. Thank you to Al. I know he won't see this video, but I'm thanking him anyway. Thank you, Al. Yeah, so I will see you in the next video, hopefully soon. Hopefully that will be sooner than this one took to make. Here's my cat. What?